Hey people, wagwan, welcome back to my channel. So in this video I am gonna do a basic baked chicken recipe and also some soft roti, and I have some chicken legs in the container along with chicken thighs that I wash with vinegar and water, and then I pat dry using a piece of paper towel. I leave the skin intact. I also trim away some of the fats. However, I just leave a little bit of fats just to cushion the chicken while they are in the very hot oven baking. And yes, I am seasoning with salt, but before I season with the salt, the first thing I did was to spray some vegetable oil onto the chicken just to help to keep them moist while they are in the oven as well. And now I am seasoning the chicken with some spices. I use Maggi, all-purpose, and chicken seasoning, ground black pepper. I also use Cajun seasoning, and I also use paprika. I use generous amounts, about a teaspoon each. You can use the spices that you want to use and the amount that you want to use as well. I am now adding some minced fresh herbs to the chicken. That is one small onion, few slices of pepper with the seeds removed, and a few cloves garlic. And I also put one slash on each drumstick. This is totally optional. I am using a little bit of vegetable oil to grease the container that I will be baking the chicken into, and this is to prevent the chicken sticking to the container. So now I am placing the seasoned drumsticks and the chicken thighs into the small container. I am trying not to let them touch, but the container is so small anyway. I am doing the best I can. In the meantime, preheat a oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and I am gonna bake the chicken for 1 hour. So now I am spraying just a small amount of vegetable oil again onto the chicken because I don't want them to dry out. I want them to bake juicy. So after 1 hour, the chicken thighs and legs are perfectly baked. They are juicy. And no, 1 hour is not too much time for just a few chicken legs and thighs, because I saw someone made that comment before saying it is too much time. You see, I like bones, and when I'm cracking the bones, I don't want to see inside the bones pink. That means that them not soak. So inside should be brown. That means that them well soak. Brown, dark brown, whatever. You know what I'm talking about, right? Yes, so 1 hour is perfect. Okay, so I remove the baked chicken from the container, and then the drippings I pour into a pot, and then I pour a quarter cup of orange juice, a little bit of soy sauce just to darken the color a bit, a little bit of ketchup, and I allow it to simmer on medium low heat until it thickens, and that is the gravy. So let's move on to the roti now. To make the roti, I am using 3 cups of all-purpose flour, and I will need flour for dusting, and my husband is adding 1.5 teaspoon baking powder, and 1/2 teaspoon salt. So remember, 3 cups of all-purpose flour, I will need flour for dusting, 1.5 teaspoon baking powder, and 1/2 teaspoon salt. Now to make the dough, I am using water, and personally how I achieve soft dough, because to get soft roti the dough must be extremely soft, so I use more water than needed, or as we say in Jamaica, me spoil the flour, make it softy. You understand? So it must be extremely soft and sticky to the point where you and it a fight in order for you to knead it, right? It must be really soft and sticky, trust me. As you can see, the dough is extremely soft, so now I am adding flour, a little flour at a time to it, because I want it not to be so sticky, but the foundation of the dough must be extremely soft, and this is my personal choice of making the dough. Maybe you have another way how you can achieve the soft dough, but this works for me, so maybe you can try it as well. I spoil the flour, as I mentioned before, or spoil the dough then, and then I gradually add a little bit of flour to the dough to make it not so sticky. But all in all, the foundation of the dough is already soft, and that's what I wanted. I covered the dough for about 10 minutes just to allow it to rest. So now I am using a little bit of flour to dust a cutting board, and that is why I need the flour extremely soft, or I need the dough. In Jamaica we say flour, we don't say dough, right? So I need the dough extremely soft, because every step of the way I will need to dust the dough with flour to prevent sticking. So now I am just cutting the dough into pieces to make some balls. So watch carefully what I am doing. In total, there are 5 balls, so I am gonna make 5 roti. So now I am gonna cover the balls for about 5 minutes. This is optional, but I needed to wash my hands and all of them something there. After washing my hands and I drank some water as well, I'm ready to oil the balls. Watch what I am doing. I am rolling the dough to my likeness. I do not like thick roti, so I am rolling the dough a bit thin. And I am not an expert. I am not a roti rolling expert. I cannot make round roti. My roti have all kind of different shapes. The most important thing is they are soft and fluffy and nice. So dust the excess flour from the roti, and now I am oiling the roti. You can use butter if you want. Sometimes I use chiffon margarine and sometimes I use oil. I am using vegetable oil in this video. So now I am rolling the dough to make layers, and there are several ways to roll the dough. I am doing the one that I can do best. After I roll the dough, then I use the end. I tuck the end into the middle, as you can see, and I put it into a plastic bag, and I am gonna let it sit in the plastic bag for maybe 2 hours, because the longer you let it sit in the plastic bag, the softer the roti will be. Now I am rolling another one in case you missed the first one, so watch carefully. For the final rolling. Thank you, Jesus. So I'm gonna roll the roti to suit my taste. Watch what I'm doing. Remember, I told you that I am not a roti expert. I know how to achieve soft, fluffy eating roti. My roti nice, soft. But when it comes to rolling roti to achieve the round shape, I'm not good at it. So I'm just rolling the roti to suit my taste. And remember that I told you that I don't like thick roti. So I am kind of rolling it very thin. Well, not very, very thin, but kind of thinnish. So I am dusting the flour from the roti. Put a skillet on low heat to become hot, and then I brush the skillet with some vegetable oil, and then I put the roti into the skillet, the correct utensil to use is a tawa. I don't have a tawa again. I used to have one, but the skillet works fine for me all the time. I don't need a tawa. Skillet good. Yeah, man, get the same result, if not better, with the skillet. So I brush the roti with some oil. As you can see, the bubbles forming. So flip the roti and then brush again with some oil. The roti will take probably 2 minutes or less than 2 minutes to bake. Yeah, man. If you make it stay too long in the skillet, it will become tough, right? So flip again, one more flip. Yeah, man, time to take out the roti. Done. Wrap it in a dish towel to keep it warm. My roti then soft and nice. Me always made fluffy, soft, nice eating roti. Trust me. The process of making roti is not long and tedious. It is very short, and once you start making your own roti, you will enjoy it. Yeah, man. And like I said, when you oil the roti, you don't have to put them down. You can just roll them out same time and bake them. Yeah, man. It depends on the amount of time you have. Yeah, man. So I am enjoying my soft, fluffy roti with baked chicken. So remember to subscribe and click the post notification bell so that you will know when I uploaded a new video to this channel. Walk good. Until next time, stay blessed.